I'm going to not say much about this next award because we already taped it and you didn't come to hear me. So I'd like you to turn your attention to the board. We're going to talk about the Bevo Francis Award, which has become an incredibly prominent award. And just as a comment on the award, and this is important, I think, we were very fortunate before the great Bevo Francis passed away. We had his blessing to name this award in his honor. A few months after we had his blessing, he passed away. I've had the opportunity to spend time with his wife and visit his gravesite with his wife and spend time with his family, his children, his grandchildren. This has become an incredibly special award, and I think without much question it's become the most special and prominent award for any active player within all of small college basketball. We award only one ultimately, starting with a watch list of 100 players, limiting it down to 50, then 25, then the finalists, and then the winner of the award, which will be discussed a little bit here. But I want to let you know we had his blessing to begin with, and we are very grateful for that. We are very grateful for the University of Rio Grande in Ohio, who's continued to sponsor this award for us. And I found out a couple summers ago, every now and then I'll just Google Bevo Francis Award to see what pops up recently. And somebody started a Wikipedia page on it. I thought, we've made it now. They started a Wikipedia page. And frankly, I had somebody contact me and saying, did you actually start that page yourself? I said, I have no idea how to start a Wikipedia page. So I feel like we've made it in the world because we now have a Wikipedia page. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to the video board to go through the presentation of the 2023 Bevo Francis Award to R.J. Sunahara from Nova Southeastern University. Thank you.
I want to thank John for the vision of the Bevo Francis Award, for the past that we've had and for the future to come. Thank you, John. We really appreciate this. And I want to congratulate RJ on a fantastic year in receiving this prestigious Bevo Francis Award. I want to also take this opportunity to give us a little bit more information about Rio Grande and Bevo. Bevo played at Rio Grande College at that time. It's now the University of Rio Grande in 1952-53 season and the 53-54 season. When he arrived on campus, the school had a total of 92 full-time students and was on the verge of bankruptcy, planning to close the doors at the end of the 52-53 school year. And that year, Bevo arrived. The year prior to that, the Redmen, at that time, now we're called the Red Storm, had a 4-19 record. So Bevo arrives on campus with his coach, Newt Oliver, and begins a basketball season for the ages. During these 2 seasons at Rio Grande, Bevo became the most popular basketball player in the world and ultimately helped to save the school from bankruptcy. So the Bevo Francis Award symbolizes the fact that if we all not just believe, but truly believe that all things are possible. And again, congratulations, RJ, for a great accomplishment, and good luck to you in the future.
You know, the really cool thing about RJ is, even though he's receiving an award as an individual, he's one of the greatest team players that I've ever coached. He's not worried about individual honors. He's not worried about scoring. He's not worried about stats. He's worried about being a good teammate and winning basketball games. That's why it's so great for me to have a guy like RJ to coach. You know, it's an honor for me to coach him. He's a great player, and he's well deserving this award. And I'd like to say congratulations to R.J. Sunahara.
The Clarence Bevo Francis Award is presented annually to a player who has had the finest overall season within all of small college basketball. Considerations for this award are statistics and individual achievements, awards, personal character, and, importantly, team achievements. This is an incredibly prestigious award, as this award will only be given, and is only given, to a single player in the entire season. Just prior to his passing, Bevo himself gave us his blessing to name this award in his honor. The purpose of the award is twofold. Number one is to keep the legacy of the great legendary Bevo Francis alive. And number 2 is to honor a current player in today's game each year while bringing great attention to college basketball at the small college levels. Members of the Bevo Francis Award Committee, I'd like to thank them for their time and insight and research throughout the season. Those members of the Bevo Francis Award Committee are Gary Stewart from Stevenson, Chris Briggs from Georgetown College, Bill Drykosen from Rocky Mountain, Mark Barakoff from Oklahoma City, Mike Donnelly from Florida Southern, Sam Hargraves from Olivet, Steve Brennan from Babson, Richard Westerlin from Great Lakes Christian, Chase Teachman from Florida College, Aaron Siebenthal from Ottawa and Kansas, Tay Norwood from Humboldt State, Mark Vanderslice from USC Aiken, Grant Leap from Seattle Pacific, Matt O'Brien from Southwestern and Kansas, Chris Wright from Langston, and Nathan Champion from Lemoyne. I'd like to congratulate the 9 finalists for the 2023 Bevo Francis Award. Those finalists are Caden Anderson from Point Loma Nazarene, Bryce Butler from West Liberty, KJ Jones from Emmanuel in Georgia, Riley Minix from Southeastern in Lakeland, Florida, Joel Scott from Black Hills State, Alex Sobel from Middlebury, RJ Sunahara from Nova Southeastern, Mason Walders from Jamestown in South Dakota, and Will Yoakum from Nova Southeastern. I'd like to thank the University of Rio Grande for their continued support of the Bevo Francis Award, and in particular, I'd like to thank Jeff Lanham, the athletic director at the University of Rio Grande, as well as President Ryan Smith for their continued support of the Bevo Francis Award. I'd like to take a moment to talk about this year's winner, RJ Sunahara from Nova Southeastern. Statistically speaking, he averaged 18.9 points, 5.4 rebounds, and shot 59.9% from the field, and he led the team in blocks with 54 block shots. It should be noted, with Nova Southeastern's style of play, along with an average margin of victory of over 25 points per game this season, RJ put up his numbers in only 26.7 minutes per game. In a win against Florida Memorial, he played only 16 minutes, yet went 12 for 15 from the field and 3 for 3 from the free throw line for 27 points with 0 turnovers. In the following game, he ended up playing against Bluefield State. He went 18 for 24 from the field, finishing with 41 points, and again had 0 turnovers. In the Division II National Championship game against West Liberty, he went for 28 points, going 12 for 17 from the field, and grabbed 9 rebounds. Just a redshirt junior, Sunahara already holds the school record for blocks with 172 and the school record with made free throws with 342. At the conference level, RJ was named the Sunshine State Conference Player of the Year and was also named the D2 CCA Regional Player of the Year. At the conclusion of the season, RJ Sunahara was named the NABC National Player of the Year. But it's important to note the criteria again for the Bevo Francis Award. Team success and personal character are a big part of this as well. By helping your team to a 36-0 record, the undefeated NCAA Division II National Championship, and winning by an average of over 25 points a game, obviously you've checked the box in a big way in terms of team success. Personal character. We do a lot of research, probably a lot more than you realize, on the players to become finalists for the Bevo Francis Award. We were watching, and we were watching closely. Besides the research, we watched at halftime of that national championship game when the team's running to the tunnel, and RJ turns around as the guy giving high fives and encouraging his teammate. We watched when you fouled out of the national championship game, being the incredible cheerleader on the side, waving towels, giving high fives, and one of the first guys to run onto the court to hug Dallas as soon as the national championship game is won. We watched that. We watched when you helped teammates up off the floor and you helped opposing players up off the floor on a very consistent basis. We were watching. We were watching how humble you were in victory and how gracious you were to not only your teammates, but your opponents as well. I got to spend a little bit of time with Bevo Francis before he passed away. He's a very humble human being. I think he'd be proud. I think he'd be proud and would have enjoyed watching you play. I think he would have been really proud of not only the player that you become, but the person you become and the character that you display. RJ, you join a very elite group of Bevo Francis Award winners. There are now 7 of you. The inaugural winner in 2016 was Dominez Burnett from Davenport, followed by Justin Pitts from Northwest Missouri State. Emmanuel Terry was after that at Lincoln Memorial, followed by Aston Francis from Wheaton in Illinois. Then it was Kyle Mangus from Indiana Wesleyan, and then last year's winner, Trevor Hudgens from Northwest Missouri State. I offer you sincere congratulations on being named as the prestigious 2023 Bevo Francis Award winner. Congratulations to RJ Sunahara from Nova Southeastern University. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, first off, I want to thank God for all the blessings He has bestowed on me. Without Him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my parents for supporting me and pushing me to be the best person I can be on and off the court. I want to thank my brother Rex for not only being my biggest supporter, but for being my role model, and my little sister Mia for always reminding me I'm not even that good and for keeping me humble. To my friends who have been on this journey supporting me from the start, thank you. I also want to thank my grandparents for raising me to be the man I am today. Without them, I don't know where I would be. To my coaches and my teammates who are the reason I am up here, thank you for letting me be a part of this amazing culture and amazing place here at Nova Southeastern. I'm forever grateful for you guys. Lastly, I want to thank the Small College Basketball Committee for selecting me for this award. It's a blessing and an honor to be up here today accepting the Bevo Francis Award. Looking at the history and the past players to receive this honor, I cannot express how much gratitude I have for winning this award. As a freshman at Fairmont State University, we attended the Small College Basketball Classic in Missouri in 2018. That was the first I learned about Bevo Francis and heard about this award. Ever since that moment, it's been a goal of mine to win it. I've been up the last 2 nights trying to figure out what to truly say to put into words what this means to me. In my research on Bevo Francis, I found that he was a national champion, averaged 50 points per game, and led his team to an undefeated season, all in his first year at Rio Grande College. I wish I could score 50 a game, but it's pretty cool to have 2 of those things in common. During my research, I not only found out he was one of the greatest college basketball scorers of all time, but he was also born and raised in Ohio just like me. Being from Ohio, the mindset we have is that everything is earned and everything is worked for. There are no handouts. And from what I've learned is that Bevo Francis embodied that philosophy, and that is why this award is such an honor and a blessing to me. To wrap things up, I want to thank the Small College Basketball Committee for all their hard work in highlighting small college basketball and giving me the honor of being named the Bevo Francis Award winner. This is something I will never forget, and it is truly a blessing. I'm so appreciative of everybody who has been on this journey with me and will continue this journey with me. And a final thank you to Nova Southeastern for allowing me to represent this program and this university. I will not take this responsibility lightly. Thank you all, go Sharks, and God bless.